Happiness and Vedanta. A few years ago, I was talking to a college student. I asked him, "Why are you going to college?" He replied, "That's what everyone does. I need to go to college." "So you enjoy studying in college?" He looked at me as if I was crazy. Who in their right mind would enjoy studying? I go to college so I can get a degree. Suppose I give you the degree, would you go to college? No, certainly not. Why do you want the degree? So I can get a job. Make up your mind. Do you want the degree or the job? The job, obviously. I work for a non-profit where there are several openings. Would that interest you? He thought for a second and said, I need a job that pays at least $60,000 per year. So you're really after the money you get from working. Let's just say I can give you money. Would you still want the job? He thought for a minute. How much money can you give me? Why don't you pick a number that's comfortable? He said, how about $10 million? Let's say I give you $10 million but kept it in trust until you turn 25. Would that work? No, what use is the money if you can't spend it? I want to buy a car and a house. So do you want the money or what it can buy? I want stuff so I can enjoy life. Why do you want to enjoy life? So I can be happy. So I asked him, so why do you want to be happy? He wondered what was wrong with me. Everyone wants to be happy. Why? He ran out of answers. But it is easy to understand that everyone wants happiness. The point of this story is that happiness is the only thing we want for its own sake. Happiness, ananda, is the primary goal in life. Everything else is just a means to achieve happiness, so all other goals are secondary. The human condition is to search for happiness. Most of the time, it is just up ahead, slightly out of reach. We are willing to endure short term suffering in order to get happiness. We get into this mode of chasing future happiness while pursuing goals. I will be happy when fill in the blank. I get into a good college, I get a degree, I become rich. So happiness is just around the corner. I can endure suffering until then. We are happy when we achieve a goal, but it seems like that happiness doesn't last. Somehow the goalpost has been moved further out. What happened? Let's assume I had a few goals to begin with. Let's say I wanted a house and I finally bought one. That should make me happy, right? Sure, I'm happy for a while. Then what happens? I start thinking about a bigger house in a better neighborhood. For every desire that is fulfilled, I add more desires to my list. I want money, and when I get it, I want even more money and lots of other things. My total list of desires grows faster than my fulfilled desires. I keep wanting more. It is easy to see that I will never be 100% happy. Let us consider what kind of happiness I want. I am happy because of some situation, like I am eating ice cream, I bought a car, or I got a bonus. We get happiness from situations. Such happiness is temporary. When the situation changes, I go back to being unhappy. And that feels even worse when you taste the happiness and then it is taken away from you. So I want permanent happiness. Let's look at the example of a person buying a house for happiness. Where exactly does the happiness come from? Is it in the object itself? That would mean the seller would lose the happiness the buyer gets, but that's not the case. Similarly, if a person listens to classical music for happiness, where exactly does the happiness come from? If it's in the music, everyone listening to that music must be happy, but his neighbor may not like it. Where and how can I find lasting, permanent happiness? Vedanta reveals the answer to this fundamental question. Vedanta provides a framework for achieving lasting happiness, or ananda. Vedanta tells us that happiness is available within ourselves. Not only that, it says that happiness is within ourselves and within ourselves only. This means it's not available outside. If you seek happiness outside, you will be disappointed. The fundamental human problem is searching for something where it's not available. But wait, If happiness is within me, why am I not happy? Why do human beings commit such mistakes? The scriptures point out that happiness is available within you, but it is hidden from you like buried treasure. Imagine a homeowner suffering in a drought, unaware that he just has to dig a well to access the water below his feet. Similarly, we need to remove the hindrances and discover the source within us. There are three layers of obstacles. We need to understand the nature of these obstacles so we can use the proper instrument to remove them. The first layer is impurities of the mind, specifically desire, anger, greed, delusion, arrogance, jealousy. They are like muddy water, preventing us from seeing the bottom of the river. The instrument to remove this layer is Karma Yoga. The second is mental wandering and disturbances. Like turbulent water, they hide the bottom of the river from you. Vedanta prescribes Upasana Yoga for this. The last is sheer ignorance of the fact that happiness comes from within us only. This can be remedied by Jnana Yoga. Vedanta reveals how to remove these obstructions and find lasting happiness within ourselves. Om Tat Sat.